So I am working on a pen sketch drawing here of a hoot owl, and I'm gonna try something a little bit different, just a tiny bit different. I'm gonna start it off like this, and then let's see. I'm not exactly sure what parts to do first. It's probably not going to matter. That's why I'm just kind of playing around here just to see what works, how it works, and if I can kind of stay within the theme. You know, this is the idea of Zen tangling. And so I'm thinking maybe I should... Oh, this is a good start, though. A really good start here. Okay. Okay, so we've got that part started here, and if we don't do any more with the jigsaw puzzle part, we could probably get away with not doing any more. But I'm going to, though. And so, okay, so I'm working on an owl here, and we're working on an owl jigsaw puzzle sketch drawing. And I know it is going to be a little bit challenging, and so, because I've got a multitude of things going on here, but we're going to do it the best that we can, and as lightly as I can, because I don't want to lose my jigsaw puzzle pieces that I've got already added in here. I don't want to lose them, so that's why I'm kind of doing it this way. And okay, so I've got this ear sort of done, that ear sort of done. Do I need to add another jigsaw puzzle piece? I might need to make this one a little... Yeah, see, I can always darken it. The ear part I can make lighter. If I need to add dimension with the jigsaw puzzle part, I mean, this could take a little bit of time, and it probably will. Okay, let me do the ear. I'm just trying to get my... Maybe I should do my drawing first. I think that's what I'm going to do, is my drawing first. And then I'm going to highlight the jigsaw puzzle pieces. But I just wanted to add a little bit in here just so we could see what it looks like. Yeah, no, don't do all that yet. Okay, let's do... Okay, the eyes. Let's do the eyes. Like this. And we're going to do another set of eyes here like this. Another eye. Not a set, but, well, yeah, it's a set. Okay, we're going to add an eye in here. A little more of the center there like that. And then we're going to add an eye in here. And I am using a blue pen here. A blue pen is what we're using to shade and color. So this will be kind of a lot of fun, because we're adding an additional element of Zen tangling, doodling, drawing. I should have put doodle in there. I always forget. I really like the word doodling. And so I've kind of noticed that my TikTok is actually coming up next to my TikTok account for some reason, even though I'm trying to keep it private from YouTube. and my YouTube private from TikTok, it's not working out very well. it's They're actually showing up next to each other in the search, and when I search for my YouTube channel, my TikTok shows up, which is kind of funny. Now just yesterday or today, I did put my YouTube information into TikTok. I thought, why should I not put it in there? I mean, everybody is asking, and I always think the worst with a lot of them is like, why? So you can be mean to me, like you are on the panels. That's what I'm thinking. So you can be mean to me, really? I mean, because that's what I get. It catches a bunch of flack with, the people. Yes. Oh, well, let us see your YouTube channel, what you're doing. And it's like, well, I'm not doing multi-level marketing, that's for sure. I'm just doing stuff. I'm not trying to sell anything like you guys are selling on TikTok. My goodness sakes, I mean, on YouTube, we call it scams, community guideline violations. And, I shouldn't be so mean. I shouldn't say it so loudly because it hurts their little feelings. When they, when we raise this issue. And there was two of them, actually. It was kind of ironic. On my TikTok, there was a little thing that said community guidelines related to something. I didn't get any violation or anything like that, but the only thing that I could think is that what it was talking about was like what I was talking about would have warranted a community guidelines report, possibly. I didn't report either one of the people. I didn't report them. So other people are going to have to deal with them and listen to them. Oh my gosh, the woman was so angry. She was just, I mean, bless her heart, but she was so angry, calling us names for not buying into her TikTok program that she was selling. And, she claimed she used to be a nurse, and all I'm doing is literally telling people of what not to do, and I wasn't even doing it on her page. She was just mad because people weren't engaging like she wanted. Why, thank you so much for liking. But I did have a really good chat with with this guy on, I have no idea who he is. His voice I recognize. I've sometimes kind of wondered if he's artificial intelligence, but I'm not positive. I sometimes think that he is, and oh my gosh, he's so funny. He's on TikTok, and he's telling men to be quiet. He is literally, like, when they interrupt me and when they interrupt him, he's like, "Sir, be quiet. Sir, be quiet." He's saying it in the nicest way, and they actually listen to him. He's like, "Sir, be quiet. You're interrupting everyone." And that's just how he says it. He's like, "Sir, be quiet. You're interrupting everyone." And so the way he's doing it, then he gets called a troll. He's doing it in a really quiet manner. And it's like, no, he's not a troll. Brazil, I'm a fan of you. Thank you so much, Brazil, for watching. Do you care to share what part of Brazil you're from? Would you care to share that? Yes, Brazil. Azil. Azel. Bra. Yeah, that was the thing that was always funny about Brazil, is it always had me questioning the validity of the usage of the word Brazil, because it has bra in it. And, I mean, for some reason that seems to pique young children's laughter button when you talk about bras, especially young men when you're talking about bras. I've always found that, that they have something funny to share about bras. I should share with you the story about when my brother was a little boy and my mom took us into the JCPenney's store. And thankfully, JCPenney's is no longer in business anymore, and the store that we went to is no longer in business. In fact, the whole building has been torn down. And I'm glad the building has been torn down and that the shopping mall has been torn down, because I probably could have had some very traumatic events there if a young man had not been fired for the things that he was doing at the place that I was working. But that's for another story. I'll tell it another time. And so anyway, when we were small, my mom took us into the store because she had to. She didn't always have someone to watch us all the time. And so she had some things in shopping she needed to do. And so my brother was probably about 2 or 3 years old, maybe. And so that would have made me, I don't know, maybe, how old would I have been if he was 2? Let's see. I might have been around 8 years old, because I think I was about 5 or 6 years older than him. So we go in the store, and he's looking at the bras, and he's just pushing on them. Now, my mom had actually talked about him doing that before in the past. You know, she said when he goes in the store, he just likes to push on the bras. And my mom was just kind of laughing at it, you know, and so she'd always tell him to stop. Well, next thing you know, we're mom's looking at some stuff, and I'm by my brother, my sister's by my brother, and he sees a bra, and he goes over and he just starts grabbing it like that. And it just happened. It's like, and my mom is like, oh, stop it. She's like, why are you girls encouraging him to do that? You know, so we were kids, and it's like, you know, now I'm thinking, well, why wouldn't I? I'm supposed to encourage my brother to do things like that. I'm a kid. I thought it was funny. And I thought it was, so me and well, I was trying to get my sister to do that, but it wasn't as funny when we did it. But we go over and we think, well, our brother's getting some attention because he's squashing on the bras, but it didn't go over. It wasn't as funny for me and my sister when we tried to do things like that. We were told we were old enough to know better, and that we shouldn't be squashing on the bras, and we shouldn't be encouraging our brother to squash on the bras either. But, you know, now that he's an adult, he's probably squashed on plenty of bras, as far as that goes. But I don't ask him about that stuff. I don't want to know about that stuff. I really don't. But I'm just assuming, since he's a dude, you know, and he was married at one time, I think. I don't even know if he's still married, if he's divorced. I have no idea. I think he might have got divorced. I don't know the details of anything that happened. So I don't know. The way that information is nowadays on the internet, I have no idea. Okay, so I'm making a ring around the eye like this. My goodness, I tell you what, our shorts videos have just gone all to dookie. They're not working right now. And I think that a lot of them have been taken out of the carousel, maybe. I'm not sure. But it seems like the carousel is not working right now. I really think that the carousel is not working. Either that or a new carousel has started, and I don't know what I think eventually I'll figure out what the trends are, but other people who are doing it they're the ones who are getting it started, I guess. The other advertiser people who know more about it than I do. So I don't know what the new trends are related to the carousel. But I'm sure we'll find out, because we'll soon be getting heated up here. You know, right now we're taking a little breather because that's popular this time of the year. You know, the fourth quarter sales are probably finding out they're not doing so well. And so some of these companies are probably going to have to be rejuggling what they're doing. And, you know, I mean, the truth is that advertising does work for some things, you know, maybe not everything, but it does work for some things. And then sometimes it's just like, sometimes I really feel like people advertise stuff just to advertise it. That's really a cute face. My goodness, that's a cute face. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so let me get back here to my drawing. Okay, so let's see if I can get some of this little, I like this little angle part they got right here like this. That's kind of cute there like that. And let me angle some of this off over here like this. Yeah, that's cute. And okay. Okay, so I'm going to randomly add in another little jigsaw puzzle piece right here, like that. I just add them in every once in a while here. You know, the thing is, even though this image I'm looking at has all the pieces in together for the most part, I really don't have to add all of them in, really. And I was looking at another one. Let me see if I can show how this was depicted. There was a little bit of shading right here. It's just really light shading. Okay, let me make this a little darker right here like this. If I was using pencil, I'd probably be able to show it better. But I want to do it with pen though, because pen's a little more challenging. So I need to just lightly shadow a little bit like that. Do you see that? Do you see the differences in the color? And I'm using the same color pen. You see how I shadowed right there like this? We'll add a little bit right here, down here like this too. Okay, that kind of gets the idea across. That does really well. So I can make these parts a little bit darker in here. And yeah, that works out really good here. Very good, me. Very good. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I might have messed up a little bit. I did, because did I not put this one's down further? Uh-oh. Well, you know what? Well, you know, with me, things are just not always conventional now, are they? Well, I think we can still get it to work. Yeah, we can. It's a jigsaw puzzle, right? There we go. Yeah, that's gonna work. That's gonna work out pretty good. Absolutely, there it is. This fits right in with Zentangling and drawing. Okay, and I do have the image actually saved as okay. Okay, I've got, you know, I'm really tempted to just do it how I want to do it. I don't want to do it like exactly like the image that I have in front of me. And that's what I'm going to do. Because, okay, I've got this part done. So let me work on, oh, I already put this part in. Okay, so let me work on this little, okay, I got a jigsaw puzzle piece to put in right here. And I'm going to put it in right here. Okay, we're going to take it over this direction. We're going to do 2 of them. This part I do like. Well, I like the whole thing that Gemini did for me. It's just that I kind of want to do it my way. And it's my picture and I can. All right, I love this. And so we're going to get it here. And we're going to put this up this direction. And we're going to go over, okay, I like that. Beautiful. Okay, so what I want to do right now is I'm going to take and make kind of a feathery little belly right here. We're going to take a little belly down here like that. Make a little feathery belly. You see that? Got a little feathery belly going on. And we're going to make a jigsaw puzzle over here. A little jigsaw puzzle piece right here like this. And we're going to take it out here like this. We're going to go down here like this. And we're going to make a little loop in like this. And down here like this. Over here like that. And then we're going to make a little rounded up in there like that. Take it over this direction. Now we're going to go up this direction. And then we're going to do a little loopy out here like this. And then we're going to go up here and then over this direction just like that. Okay, so that works out perfect. Okay, now we're going to go down here like this. Up, down. So we're making our little feathers. Up, down, and up. And then we're going to take it down a little bit. Oh my goodness, we're right. Oh, look at this. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my goodness sakes, it's so cute. Oh my gosh, it's so tiny and it's so cute. Such a tiny little hoot owl here. Okay, what I'm going to do is I want to add some little feet in here. So we're going to take our feet, we're going to round them out like this, and then we're going to take and round it like that. Okay, so I have a second little toe that I want to do like this, a toe like that, and then I want to do another toe like this. Oh my goodness. And so now we have another one over here. We have two other toes here like this, and then another little toe like this, and then we have a toe right here, and then a toe right here, and then we've got just like that. Okay, and so we've got some really, really sharp, pointy toenails like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the branch and we're going to go down this direction. And then we're going to take the branch and go down this direction. Okay, it is attached in here. And then it's attached in here like this. Just like that, it's grabbing a hold of the branch, and we're going to take the branch and go over this direction. And the more jaggedy it is, the perfect. That's how perfect it is to make a jaggedy. It can look jaggedy and all jacked up because that's how branches are. They don't grow perfect. And so then we're going to take and we're going to draw some little lines through here like this. And some little lines through here like this. And over here like that. And like this. And we're going to make a little knot right here. Do you see the little knot we're making right there like that? And then we're going to take it in this direction and go down here like that. And like this. And now, okay, I want to add some more little feathers here. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we are. There we are. Okay. Now let's take this up here like this. And we've got some little condensed feathers in here like this. Just like that. And so we're going to take, okay, we're going to take this little guy and go up here like that. And so we've got a whole series of lines that we're going to take down like that. Whole series of lines. Okay, and so we've got some little curved dealy boppers, some little curvy feathers here like this that we're just working with our little curved feathers here like that. And so we've got a series of curved feathers that's coming out here like this. And so I'm going to take one more like that, and then we're going to kind of leave that right there like that. So we've got some little jaggedy looking more feathers here like this, and kind of like a little curved dealy bopper here around like that on the breast of the owl right there. And we have some more little feathers out here. This, I think that might be the other side of the wing, possibly. Yeah, let's make it the other side of the wing here, outside of the jigsaw puzzle part there. Okay, so now we can go in here with these and do some little hash marks like that, some little hashtags. So we're just making some little hash marks in here to show lines inside of here like this. Look at this. Our jigsaw puzzle owl, our hoot owl. He is so cute and so adorable. Look at him. Just look at him. Would you look at him? Okay, so let's take this down here like this. We're going to draw a series of, they're kind of like horseshoes. And some of them have a horseshoe within a horseshoe, just like this. And then we have another horseshoe within a horseshoe. They could be little buckets too. You know, we can draw a little diamond every once in a while if we want to. It just adds a little dimension here for the feathers, and it just kind of gives it a little fun shapes here to mix in with the jigsaw puzzle Zentangles that we have in here. And so we just have kind of U-shaped, the feather shape. They just kind of look, well, they do. They look U-shaped. And so these are the tinier, finer feathers that's across the front chest of the hoot owl. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I love their little faces. I want to have a hoot owl so bad. Not really, I don't, because, you know, him being inside of a building would not be a good idea, because he wants to be flying around outside with his friends and maybe see his mom and dad every once in a while, and his siblings, and hopefully nothing ate him or anything like that, and that he becomes food for something else, you know, something that's higher on the food chain. You know, we wish the little creatures well, and we want them to live as long as they can, you know, so they can make other little creatures in the future. And so, okay, let's make this part a little bit darker here around the eyes. We want it to stand out because we're on TV. We can dream and imagine, but we're on TV, so we need it to stand out so everybody can see it, in case it ends up on an advertisement one day and it makes us rich and famous, which it's not going to. But we can dream. We can dream about it. That one day we'll be rich and famous and a bazillionaire. Do you know what a bazillionaire is? I don't. I don't know what a bazillionaire is. But I like the word bazillionaire because I want to be a bazillionaire. I don't even think it's a real word. But it's after trillionaire. It must be a word, bazillionaire. Or if it's not, it probably will be soon, because what comes after trillionaire, I don't even know. But I'm sure that's what the deficit's going to be one day, is a bazillionaire, a bazillion in debt. And then we're going to get blamed for it when we didn't do it. Someone else is going to blame us for it when we didn't do it. Someone else did it, not us. And so okay, so let's just highlight this a little bit more like that. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. That is just, as cute as all can be. I might have to do another one without the jigsaw puzzles. I like it just how it is. Owls have such a cute, cute face. Oh, we do need to add some leaves on here. I really need to add some leaves. Let's do that. We'll add some leaves on here. Okay, but first I want to make this part, I want to enhance it a little bit more just by making it a little bit darker. That's what I'm doing in the pen sketch. Eventually I feel like I'm going to have to go back to color and maybe use some colors or something, and you know, just not use pen all the time. But you know, I think has been really good for me to practice with pen, because I know with pen it's permanent, and so it's a fun practicing tool to use pen, because then I know if I make a mistake, I have to figure out a way to get out of it. And that's part of the fun and challenge of drawing in pen. So I can't erase, I just have to keep going. I don't have the means to erase, so it is a fun challenge to be able to free-form pen sketch like this. Well, I do have a drawing that I'm looking at, but you know what I remember? You know, this is one of the things I remember when I was a kid, those advertisements inside of the newspaper that always advertised the little mouse. And it was one of those things, can you draw this drawing by hand? If you can earn a free college education to New York City. And I always thought, I thought that's kind of weird that they would advertise that. I mean, this is basically what I'm doing right now, is the thing they did in New York City when they, only what I'm doing is harder. You know, so it's art school, fine art school, even though it's like the place where I used to live. What's this? The place where I used to live? I couldn't even become a teacher there. Let's see. To draw so bad, you need some help with your drawings. Go back to school, learn how to draw. Ah, exactly. I know. I need to keep going to school to learn how to draw better or bad. I need to draw worse. Is that what I need to do, is draw worse? Okay. So I need to, well, I don't have, I would like to go to school. Does anybody know where there's a good art school in my area where I can attend college and someone can teach me how to draw? I know I put some things in here that shouldn't be there. Just be glad I didn't put something anatomically that doesn't belong on the owl, like jigsaw puzzle pieces, or some other type of anatomical thing that shouldn't be there. I know that's not a, I mean, that is a good choice of words. It's not naughty. I mean, now there was a guy I was on TikTok with earlier, and we were using anatomically correct words together. It was kind of fun. We were, I'm not going to say what we were talking about, but it was kind of fun. I think he was probably a lot younger than me, and we were talking about, I'm not going to say what we were talking about. Oh, we were talking about what the men who were coming on the live stream wanted to do to their wife. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say anymore, because I don't want to offend anybody by saying what they want to really do to their wife. But we did determine that when he got his wife knocked up, he caused personal injury to her when the baby decided that it no longer wanted to thrive and live. And so the argument was that humanity does not want to live. That was the argument. or that was the statement actually, that humanity doesn't want to thrive for many different reasons. It's making a choice now to not live, to not thrive. And there must be an underlying factor that's causing it. And I think we know what it is. You know, we've identified a lot of serious problems that nobody wants to listen to. So the truth is that there is a serious push for humanity to not thrive and survive, even though the earth will long live without us. And it's kind of sad to present that to children. It really is. But that's just what's being done right now, unfortunately. It's even hard for adults because of the fact it's like adults feel like they want a reason to live. Old people want a reason to live. And why? Why discourage people from being happy? And we explained to the man too that every time he procreates with his wife, he gets a dopamine hit from it. He gets a rush. He gets a dopamine hit. And so, but here is my drawing right here. This is what we've got. And I think I'm going to call it done because it looks pretty good. And I don't think I need any more jigsaw puzzle pieces. 5 is good in there. 5 is good. You know what I should add a little bit more of, though? What I do kind of want to add in here is, maybe I will add some more things, though. I thought I was going to be done, but I changed my mind. I'm going to add a branch up here, another branch right here, like this, and then I'm going to put some branch over here that goes up like this and over and across just like this. And then I'm going to narrow down the branch like this over here like that. And then I'm going to do kind of a loop-de-loo like that. And then I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do a loop-de-loo up here like that. And then we're going to draw some more lines in here for more of the branch like that. And then over here, and then I'm going to draw this little part out here like that and around like that. And then we're going to push this part on out here like that. Put some something that looks kind of like leaves at the end of the branch like that. I think that's pretty good. And so we can darken it up just a little bit like this. Just there like that. I'll add some more darkening features just like that. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty darn good. So let's take this little part right here, like that. I want to add, even though it's kind of close, we're going to add a little bit more leaf in here like that. I'm going to add one more leaf. Oh, we're going to get squished in there. Little leaf, we're going to get you squished in there. I know I haven't done a crochet in a long time. And sometimes the algorithm, it seems like it's trying to get me to do crochet, but you know, I just don't feel it. Sometimes I just don't. It still kind of hurts a little bit, you know. I had so much on the other channel, and I wouldn't be able to make it work anyway. I see that now because my old content, even on this channel, it's just not coming up. And at one time it would. And right now it's not. I don't know what happened. It just feels like something is not quite functioning correct at this time. Like things are a little bit broken. And I think I know what's going on a little bit, but I'm not positive and for sure. It almost feels like a lot of tools are being shut off. Almost like search is not working like it used to. I don't know. I just don't know. So it is kind of frustrating when you put your heart and soul into something. And I know I didn't put my heart and soul into a lot of, now this picture I did, but I put my heart and soul into this one because I like drawing. And, it doesn't take much effort when there's things that I like to do, as it does like with some of the brain rot and stuff like that, that doesn't take much effort. And it's kind of, but it's between me and AI though. That's what it is. It's between the two of us. This is such a beautiful picture here. Do you see that? And now we're going to have something else fun to make. I should put a date on here. I really should start. Should I start dating them? Put 2026. 2026. I can always tear it off if I think I just think it's kind of fun to put a date on them and add a little bit of extra information. Now this owl is so cute and so adorable. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this today. Let me go over here and look. I know this is a terrible drawing. But I don't think any teacher really could help me draw, could they? I mean, I really just don't. Because drawing is something that you have to kind of like doing, I think, but I'm not positive. And so there, I think that's about it. I do need to put, I wanted to make the toenails. Maybe I just need to leave them alone. I think that's what I need to do, is just leave them alone like that. That looks pretty good. Alrighty, and thank you for watching, and we will see you the next time.